So today's tutorial is Mars bar cake. So you need Mars bars, butter, rice pops or Rice Krispies, and I always use no added sugar, smooth Sainsbury's chocolate. Other things you'll need, normally for the office and just in terms of perspective, I use this pan because you're greedy guts. But for today, for the two of us, I'm going to use this little pan. So you'll need a chopping board and a knife, a whisk, a glass bowl that's microwavable, and obviously some cling film. Step 1. Here I've got about 30 grams of butter, unsalted, 3 Mars bars, and I've filled this dish about 3/4 full with Rice Krispies. You don't want to overfill it because you've got other ingredients going in there, obviously, and chocolate. So the first step is to cut the Mars bars up into little slices. If you're using butter that's from the fridge, cut it up into little cubes and put those Mars bars and the butter together. Next step, pop in the microwave for about 2 minutes on full power. So, after about 2 minutes, you'll see that the Mars bars and the butter have started to melt. You need to give them a really good mix to blend it in and make it a gluey mess, for want of a better expression. So you bring in the butter and the caramel and the chocolate all together, just like that. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, especially if the butter's colder, but it shouldn't need any more than that. Now what we do is put the Rice Krispies into the Mars bar and butter mix, and you just combine that until it's all mixed together. Just be gentle, takes a little while. So when the Mars bars and butter are fully coated the Rice Krispies, you can pop that into your serving dish of choice. And then just using a palette knife, push it down and smooth it out so it all gels together and forms a nice flat surface. So next step is to take your no added sugar smooth milk chocolate from Sainsbury's. Other brands are available, but I just prefer this because it's less sweet. Break it up into cubes in the foil. Pop it into a microwavable bowl again. Remember, this is recyclable. Cover it with cling film, and I'm being economic and reusing the same one that I used earlier. And pop it in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes to start with, just to melt it. So when your chocolate's melted, and it might take a little bit longer, but after 1.5 minutes, mix it and then maybe put it in for a little bit longer if you need to. Use a spatula to pour it over the Mars bar cake, getting as much out of the bowl as you can. And bearing in mind, if there's any left in the bowl, there's always a finger at hand, literally. And then just spread it across the top. Just make sure you cover the whole thing evenly. He's going to use the palette knife to scrape off of the spatula.
Rude.
Thank you. And then finally just give it a little shovel and leave that to set. That is Ian's Mars bar cake.